I'm rolling, so whenever you want to, whenever you guys are ready.
Is Karen ready?
Thank you.
I'd like to call the Merit Commission to order. It is May 7th, 9 o'clock. May I have a roll, please?
Mr. Kempe?
Here.
Mr. Watts? Mrs. Delph?
Here.
Mrs. Wasty?
Here, I'd like to make a motion to excuse Mr. Watts.
Seconded.
And a roll?
Mrs. Delph?
Here.
Mr. Kempe?
Yes.
Mrs. Wasty?
Yes. Did everyone get a chance to read the minutes from April 1st?
That was quite a,
Any additions or changes?
no.
So be it. Did you get a chance to read the minutes from April 16th? Additions or changes? So be it. First item of business, full-time police officer lateral entry update, please, Chief?
Good morning. Karen has all three lists, lateral, entry, and cadet. The lateral's just an update. We do have some viable candidates on the lateral, and we are going to work through those. That's just an update for you for the lateral.
Have we approved this list?
You don't approve the lateral list?
The lateral, you're correct, thank you.
You just kind of review it.
Okay. Wow, looks pretty promising. Are you satisfied with these 5 candidates?
We are, because we're still running the entry level also, which
Okay.
is next on the agenda, I think. But yeah, so with the combination of the two may get us to where we need.
Okay. Next. Full-time police officer entry level?
So we do have some viable candidates on this one also.
And this is the one we need to approve.
You need to certify this list. That's the one we'll work off of for the next several weeks.
Okay, may I have a motion to approve the list?
I move that we certify the officer entry level list.
And I will second. And a roll, please.
Mr. Kempe?
Yes.
Mrs. Delph?
Yes.
Mrs. Wasty?
Yes. Now, once you have exhausted this list,
We'll come back and,
right.
Yep.
And from what I understand, we re-advertise for 2 weeks, or we have to shut it down for 72 hours?
so I think we need to pull the ad and pull the application, and we'll revisit this either June or July whenever we exhaust the list, but
Okay.
but
and
we
then,
we don't need the ad up anymore.
We'll start over at that point.
Yep.
Okay, great. Now you can start the rest of the process.
Thank you.
Full-time police cadet,
We have a handful of candidates, a couple promising, and we're working through those backgrounds now. So, and we're satisfied with that list for now, and it'll be the same thing. So, if we exhaust that,
may I have a motion to certify this list?
I move we certify the candidate list for cadet.
I second that motion.
And a roll, please.
Mrs. Delph?
Yes.
Mr. Kempe?
Yes.
Mrs. Wasty?
Yes. Police sergeant promotional process, how is that going?
so we had one applicant. He does meet qualifications. I would be happy with that applicant. The last 3 processes we've done for promotional to sergeant, there hasn't been a meeting in between. So even though the last 3, we've only had one applicant also, because there wasn't a meeting and a decision needed to be made, the clerk at that time just had them take the test, even though they're not required to, because there is a rule that you can just recommend that person.
Okay, last time, even though he took the test, did he pass it, or she?
This person hasn't taken the test before.
No, the last process.
All 3 passed. Yeah.
Okay.
So last three sergeants processes, one person took the test. They all passed.
Okay,
So it would be up to you if you want to instill your non-competitive rule. Since only one person applied, you could just recommend them, or you could have them take the test. They're prepared either way. But
any thoughts from the commission? Jim, do we want the one sergeant candidate to take the test? Or they have in the past 3 times, but it's not mandatory?
it is the usual process for candidates to take the test, unless there is some
Unless there's
undue burden.
one.
Right? Is it still the process?
We just didn't have a meeting. The last three, there wasn't a meeting in between the application closing and the test date, test times. So,
Well,
Is this, we're talking about the written, the computer-based type test?
yeah, for sergeant promotion.
Does that seem like an exceptionally large burden? Or if the test was to be administered, it wouldn't be such a big deal?
Well, we've done it the
Alright.
last 3 times. Let's go ahead and do it. Have them take the test. That way it stays consistent.
okay,
Everybody gets the same rules.
okay.
Why not?
We will coordinate, but depending on that one person's schedule, the week. I think the ad listed a week that we would take that test. I'll coordinate with Karen and Aaron and have him take that computer test
Okay.
that
I'm
during that week.
just
I don't-
trying to remember, do they get study material?
We gave them study material when the application opened.
Okay.
He's been studying. Yep.
Okay, then it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Anything else, chief?
I think that's it from me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chief.
Fire division hiring full-time firefighter, entry level.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
I think Aaron's giving you the list now. The ones at the top of the list are, we've already interviewed them and gave them a score. The reason there's, I can't do math at the top, so they made me change that, so apologize for that. The people at the bottom, for some reason, didn't qualify.
Okay. Are you satisfied with the names on the list?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, we'll need to certify this list and release 10 names, which there's only 9, so we'll release all of them. So I will make a motion to certify the full-time firefighter entry-level list and release all the names on the list. May I have a
I
motion?
second the motion.
And a roll, please.
Mr. Campy?
Yes.
Mrs. Delph?
Yes.
Mrs. Wasty?
Yes.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I think that's it for me.
Thank you. Street division hiring. We have promotional.
Yeah, this is to try to fill the position that is vacant, so we want to do the 2 promotional tests before we do the new hire test. So
How many people do you have for each test, do you know?
I think everyone is eligible. All of the street maintenance workers are eligible to take the Operator 1 test, and then we only have 1 groundskeeper that would be eligible to take the street maintenance worker test.
Okay. We have not advertised for these yet?
No, this is what we're ready to advertise for that.
Okay. Do you have the advertisement written up?
Yes, Aaron has the ad.
It was in the packet.
I could pull it up.
Mrs. Delph, is this what's the first one? And take a look.
I knew I should have grabbed mine. Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
That's okay. Are all the numbers on here correct?
Yes.
And the dates?
Yes.
Are you, so, I hand it back to you?
No, it's okay, I was reading it as you were reading.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. If everybody's satisfied with this, we could make a motion to advertise.
I move we approve the advertisement for the entry level, or this is for the
Full-time equipment operator.
full-time equipment
Promotion.
operator.
I second that.
And a roll.
Mr. Campe?
Yes.
Mrs. Delph?
Yes.
Mrs. Wasting?
Yes. And you said we just have one person that qualifies for groundkeeper?
Yeah, that's in the groundskeeper position that wants to move to a street maintenance worker.
Okay. And the test will be done at the same time? Okay. Okay. Oh. Sneak up on me. Yeah, looks good.
Okay, I see it. Good, thank you.
Okay. And a motion to advertise for full-time street maintenance worker promotional?
I make that motion?
Okay, and a second? I'll second it. And a roll.
Mrs. Delph?
Yes.
Mr. Campe?
Yes?
Mrs. Wasting?
Yes. Entry level.
Okay, so on the entry level, I know we discussed it last time. After doing some research and stuff on the position, I know it really doesn't affect merit, but we are going to go back to council and ask that we move that groundskeeper position back into the street maintenance worker position. Reasoning is, since this position was great, but since we've added that position, a lot of things have changed with the CDL licensing. Now you're required 40 hours of drive time, 40 hours of classroom, and it's just a lot when you're asking somebody to come on full time and then be able to try to go get their CDLs. So I feel it's in the best for the city that we go back to a street maintenance worker and we require CDLs again. That way we're not messing with non-CDL people trying to get their CDLs and then them not be able to get it and then have to let them go. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that's kind of where we're going with that. We're going to have to do a TO chart change with council. But then once we get all that taken care of, then we can come back and, get ready to hire a new entry-level position, but it would be a street maintenance worker, not a groundskeeper.
Okay, so technically you're changing the job position and going back to what you had.
Yeah, because we took one of those street maintenance worker positions and made the groundskeeper position, and you didn't have to have a CDL. But
Okay.
with all the changes in the CDL the last year, it's just too much of a burden, I think, for us to try to deal with. We just need to go ahead and advertise it that a CDL is required in order to apply.
Okay, is that the only difference in the two positions? I mean, I thought the groundskeeper needed more, I don't know, different.
So the groundskeeper position, basically, because it didn't require CDL and stuff, they were maintaining like the grounds. They could do other things, and it was in the title that they would do other street work, but their priority was like flower beds, taking care of the facilities and around the facilities and all that, the grounds around the facilities. And my goal, we're still going to have somebody that does that. They're just going to be a street maintenance worker now with a CDL. That way, when snow flies or something happens, that person's, is going to be able to be used throughout the whole department versus just there. And our groundskeeper that we have now took it upon himself to get a CDL license. So the one that is trying to promote, he has CDLs. So everybody in my department has a CDL now. So it would be nice to hire somebody with a CDL rather than bring somebody else back in that doesn't have a CDL and have to go through the whole headache of trying to get a CDL license.
Okay.
So, but I just kind of want to keep you guys informed on that. And then when that's all taken care of, we'll come back and advertise and try to get somebody in.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you.
Thank you.
And our amendment.
Save the best for last.
Yes.
So this is the second reading of the proposed MSC Rule 2, Section 2 amendment, which is the definition of appointing authority. This was read at a previous meeting. This will be the second reading. So as it stands, what we are recommending and what was approved by first reading was to strike the definition of appointing authority as it currently reads and replace that with the follows. The appointing authority is authorized by law to make personnel appointments to city positions. The city council is the appointing authority for the city manager, clerk of council, director of Department of Finance, and director of Department of Law. The city manager is the appointing authority for all other city positions. And then we would just need a motion and a vote.
Motion to accept,
I move we accept the changes as read.
and I will second it. And a roll, please.
Mrs. Dell?
Yes.
Mr. Kempe?
Yes.
Mrs. Wasty?
Yes. Any other business? Any other discussions? Meeting adjourned at 9:17.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you.